Greetings everybody, my name is Tommy the Game Master and welcome to my channel. And I'm finally doing a bit of an update to the whole Chrono Trigger on Steam thing that I covered about 6 or 7 months ago. Other people have done videos on it. I'm going to talk about my experience since I rebought the game a few weeks ago when it was on sale, and just my thoughts about it after playing about 3 hours of it. So I'm not going to be doing a Steam refund having played it for that long. But anyways, my thoughts on this is Square Enix has done a decent job, not a great job, patching this game. This isn't like Tales of Symphonia where Namco Bandai kind of just screwed the pooch completely porting the game to PC and then went the extra mile to make sure that the PC version was definitive when they were done patching it. This is a bit just trying to get it up to snuff to where it doesn't look like it's a lazy half-ass port of a mobile game and trying to make sure that the PC people are happy. I do recommend purchasing it in the state that it is, just from my experience, but it's not as good as it could be. I wouldn't mind if Square Enix kind of patched in a few more things to upgrade the UI. There are some UI problems, as you can see here. Health bar and ATB data appear below your character. On a mobile version, I can kind of understand this because you don't have much screen on a cell phone, especially if you're planning on a very small cell phone. But most PC gamers like me, especially if they're hardcore, own a PC monitor that's probably anywhere between 23 to 30 inches. We don't need that there. I also wouldn't mind some more filter options, as Square Enix only has two options in this game. The really shitty HD filter that this game launched as the only thing you had. And the problem with HD filters like this is that smoothing filters, unless you do them right, the Mega Man X Legacy Collection for the most part did them right. But when you have smoothing filters, they oftentimes get very bright. The colors oftentimes look like they bleed into each other. If not done right, if not done, with a close attention to detail, they can make your eyes bleed. What I really would wish is they had a really great 90s era CRT line filter. I'm starting to appreciate those filters more when they're done right and make it look like it's from the TV from the late 90s, early aughts that was still cathode ray tube, had some lines but still looked really good. That's what type of TVs these games were made for, and it makes them look better. The no filter option, which you can now select, has the problem of playing a 25-year-old game in HD, and it's, you get kind of the colors being blurred or distorted, not quite matching up because it's not meant for flat screen, high definition monitors. They also did a good job updating the resolution. It doesn't look like it's a cell phone game blown up to HD resolution, and they've done a decent job with the UI. The user interface is now a lot more manageable, looks a little bit more modern. Again, I wouldn't mind an option to take off the HP and the ATB bars from the bottom of the characters, but that really is a small complaint in the grand scheme of things. They also seem to have patched in the anime cutscenes. That's one of the things I complained about when I first got this game. It's like, I can understand having to cut those out from a mobile port. A lot of cell phones don't have a lot of memory, so you want to take those out to kind of minimize the space on said cell phone. However, you're on a PC now where I have several terabytes of data on my hard drive. I want to see those anime cutscenes. I want to see them done well in HD, and I want them to look good. And it looks like Square Enix has patched most of those in. When you start up the game, you get the original PlayStation 1 anime cutscene. It uses Akira Toriyama's artwork. It's done by Toei. So it basically has a very Dragon Ball look and feel to it, as it should, and I'm glad to see that made it back into the Steam version. The PlayStation 1 version is the only version I've had up until then, and it has its problems with the load times. This doesn't have the problems with the load time. So far, I'm enjoying the PC version now that it's been patched more than the PS1 version. It just needs a little work. I should also note I have seen YouTube videos complaining about the save spots, not being able to get into them unless you approach them from a certain angle. Having played through this, I have not had that problem on my rig. I can just access the save spots from whichever direction I want to and save whenever I want to, so that hasn't been a problem for me at least. Again, I do recommend this game. However, Square Enix still needs to patch a little bit more. Like I said, a few more filters and just improve the UI a little bit. It's far from being the steaming mess that it was on the release, but it's far from being an optimized PC port as well. Suggestion, at least for the moment, put this on your wish list. I will continue playing this, and if I have time, I will eventually do a full review. This is Tommy the Game Master, thanking you for listening to this unscripted rant. I'll see you guys later.